Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Birushana. Still motherfucking behind recording, because I didn't get to record yesterday, because I thought I was going to die. Fucking allergies. What? Bird! Stop! Don't make that noise! My allergies were, like, kicking my fucking ass. Probably because I have all of the furniture, so much fucking furniture from my grandparents' house, in my room, and I need to clean it off. And it all it's got that, like, my grandparents' basement smell, which I'm like, I'm not sure if that's antique must or mothballs and must. Mothballs and must is the newest scent coming from Yankee Candle this fall. I don't need it. My house already smells like that now. And also, antique must is apparently that scent of deodorant that you never thought you'd be looking for in the Old Spice section at the store. But yeah, so it's just, I'm not really 100% sure if it is like a musty smell, because it's just, when you smell it, it's like, this is my grandparents' basement / kind of their house smell. you're like, it's very nostalgic, but at the same time, you're like, I feel like most people, if they sniffed it, would be like, this smells musty and mothball-y. But it's also because the furniture, like, most of the furniture is from, like, the 40s or something. Like, it's fucking old. Like, this is super antique fucking furniture, right? But also, it's been in a storage unit for 2 years with shit from my grandfather's basement that is just permeated in that smell. So, yeah. So I cleaned everything, but, like, even Lysol, the lemon scented kind of stuff, because I was cleaning, because again, it's been sitting in the storage unit for years, and the storage unit was also leaking, so there's, like, some water damage, and, like, you're like, just in case it's moldy or there's mildew or something, whatever. Right? I swear to God. So I have my grandfather's desk now. My mom wanted it, but it's at my house, so she's like, you can use it, and then I'll take it at some point. I spent 2 hours cleaning that fucking thing, because there's, like, nobody does this. If you pull out the drawer to your desk, your dresser, anything, you don't actually take it out and clean inside when you clean. So there was dust and shit in there, probably, that's, like, fucking from the 50s, okay? Like, it was, but because it's been in the storage unit, well, like, you gotta clean everything thoroughly, plus the amount of cobwebs under every piece of this furniture when the movers were bringing it in and carrying it upstairs. I'm like, oh, dear God. You just brought in, like, 1 billion spiders into my house, probably. Like, it's still under there, but, like, whatever. I have so many fucking spiders in my house at this point, it doesn't even faze me. But, like, yeah, so I'm like, okay, so you gotta clean off everything underneath, whatever. So, yeah, doing all that, but even now, if I open the drawer to the desk, it's just punch in the face of that smell, the grandparents' basement smell. And I was cleaning the furniture, and, like, so I'm cleaning the stuff in my bedroom. It takes fucking forever. So I was doing the dresser yesterday, and I was like, not yesterday, the day before, and I was like, wait, I gotta find a way to fucking deodorize this shit, because it's not like, oh, eventually, no, oh my God, I'm gonna put, like, my socks, underwear, t-shirts, whatever, and then walk around smelling like this. That's why I make fun of the mothballs and must candle scent, and then the, like, antique must fucking deodorant, because I'm like, that's what I'm gonna smell like. Oh shit. So I got Murphy's Oil Wood Soap, because somebody, like, I read that, like, is really good at, like, getting out that, or, like, I mean, obviously white vinegar. So I'm like, I have vinegar. Like, I have a vinegar and water solution in a spray bottle, so I'm probably gonna spray that in the drawers too, inside, and, like, wipe at least the outside with the, like, Murphy's Oil Soap stuff. But, like, anyway, I have just pounds of that furniture sitting in my room, so I'm pretty sure I woke up yesterday feeling like my allergies punched me in the face, because I was smelling musty basement in my sleep, and my sinuses and everything is still bothering me. Also, the combination of then cleaning with Lysol wipes and everything, like, I've done more cleaning on this furniture than I think I've ever done in my fucking life, so I'm not even done. I still have another dresser, a hutch thing that was I still have so much fucking shit to do, the drawers. But I was like, I don't even want to. After spending, like, an hour a day, you're like, nah, I'm done. I did this one piece, I'm done. Anyway, that's why I didn't record yesterday. Here we are. Oh, I had to share the antique must with you because I thought it in my head and I'm like, oh dear God. Like, it really is the old, because like Old Spice has like some fancy wolf thorn. Like, that one's actually really fucking good. I use that one. You know, I use men's deodorant because it smells better. I don't want to smell like goddamn fucking baby powder or a floral field, okay? Like, I mean, I like those set, but I don't want to smell like that. But, like, I will absolutely smell like fucking wolf thorn, whatever the fuck that is. It smells delicious. Old Spice men's deodorant's like where it's fucking at. I'm just saying. You go in there and you're like, there was another one, I think Deep Sea and Volcanic. Those ones are really good too. But you're supposed to use the deodorant one that's not the antiperspirant, because the antiperspirant has the aluminum in it, which isn't good for you. So I couldn't buy more because they didn't have the deodorant one. Although technically I think the Fiji one that I have is an antiperspirant, not a deodorant. So I don't use them every day. Like, I rotate which ones I'm using. And some days when I'm lounging at home, I just don't. Because, like, whatever. Who cares if I smell? I'm the only one that notices. TMI, anyway. Old Spice deodorant, though, is good shit. That's why I made fun of them antique must, because that absolutely sounds like a scent that they would have. Doesn't sound like a pleasant one, but it sounds like one they would have. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get back into playing this fucking game, because I'm behind, and I missed this. I'm here for Tomomori. Anyway. My lord! As I walked down the hall to return to my room, both Benkei and Shungen came up behind me. I can't really do Benkei's voice that moment, but that's okay. Congratulations on completing the Genpuku ceremony! You look so determined. Remember, whatever happens, we'll be by your side. Thanks, Shungen. And thank you too, Benkei. Even though it's just a name change, I feel like my mindset's completely changed. I kind of forgot we did that. Again. I took so many drugs yesterday. Like, I normally take, like, my Dayquil stuff. Like, oh, that'll help me, and I'll feel better slowly toward the afternoon. No. 10 o'clock at night is when I was like, oh, I stopped sneezing, and my nose stopped pouring snot. TMI. But, like, I'm just saying. So, yeah, no, it was bad. Anyway. Indeed, you look more determined than ever. The name Lord Hirahira gave me is filled with importance and meaning. I can't help but feel determined. Spacey is very important and meaningful. Okay. Alright. I'll just go with it. Now all we have to do is finish getting ready and we can leave. I finished packing long before your Genpuku ceremony. I, too, am ready to leave whenever you are. You two sure are on top of things. We're not the only ones. It seems Lord Suganobu and his brother have finished packing and gone to check on the horses. Apparently Lord Takatsuna is itching to go as soon as possible. He's already waiting at the gate. We told him we're gonna be like 2 days, right? And he's just standing by the gate, running back. Come on! I see. In that case, we better hurry. I could smell the greenery from the garden. Hiraizumi truly is a beautiful place, and you'll never see it again. Never forget the days I spent freely in this land. Inhaling deeply, I looked up. I'm not going to inhale deeply for effect because I'm going to end up inhaling some mothballs. Let's head out. My brother's waiting. Honestly, seriously, in my guest room, there's a hutch that my sister wanted. Apparently, there's a tag inside that shows where my grandparents got it. There's a little slip of paper in there, and it's from 1994. So technically still an antique piece of furniture, which is sad because antiques are, 25 years? So, yeah. But I swear to fucking God, all the drawers, it smells like the mothball musty and a little bit of BO in there. You're like, put some stuff in here, Grandma, that you didn't, wash after you wore it. After a while, it just kind of festers in there and, coagulates. But I swear to God, you walk in that room and you're like, yep, no, this whole room smells like this piece of furniture. My whole fucking house. Just never, I know I'm old, but I didn't really already want to smell like it. You know what I mean? Oh, this is how I die. Anyway. Kyoto, Rokuhara. That ungrateful bastard! That was fun. Every day a new report, and every day Father gets more upset. Of course he's upset. Been a little over a month since Yoritomo raised his army, and he's got nearly as many troops as we do. That's because Yoritomo's hot. I mean, Noritsune, you're hot. Tomomori's hot. Shigehira's kind of pretty, you know? But, like, I'm just saying, your dad's not. So, like, if I had to follow Kiyomori or Yoritomo, I'm just saying Yoritomo's fucking fine as shit. But then again, we have Shigehira, Noritsune, and Tomomori over here, so, like, I mean, the Heike side does win on the hotness. I'm not gonna lie. It's really sad. Look, I love Benkei and Shungen, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to, like, the hotness is mostly on the Heike side. I guess if you throw in Suganobu and Tadanobu on the Genji side, then it's starting to even out. But, like, it's sad they have to have more men on that side to get the hotness thing up, because I'm just not into Shungen and Benkei. Like, that. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there. They have, as romanceable characters, the Genji have 3 boys that you can romance, and the Heike only have 2. But the Heike dudes are hotter. Like, and that's mostly because, like, Noritsune is precious, adorable, pretty, and, like, his route was amazing, so, like, that gives him extra points. But also, as much as I love Yoritomo, Tomomori is always gonna win. It's right there. Yoritomo, I love you. I love your route, but, like, 100% Tomomori all the way. Okay, it's like 99 Tomomori, 1% Yoritomo. Basically. Anyway. And I hear his numbers keep increasing, too. Pretty impressive for an exile, don't you think? It's because you guys are all douchebags, though. I mean, seriously. You're hot, but you're douchey. Just saying. When that brat was still just a child, I spared him at the behest of my cursed stepmother, Ikinozani. I knew I should have killed that boy when I had the chance. And that Shinao, too! Should have plucked him right out of Kurama Temple and strung them both up! That is excessive. Also, I swear to God, doing his voice is going to give me an aneurysm, because my head hurts a little bit from, like, allergies. It's like there's a tension in there, and this is not helping. We're going to power through, though. I won't black out, I hope. An abomination, those 2! Rats! Filthy, stinking rats! Tomomori's over there like, so, like, I'm thinking my dad isn't gonna like it when I say I want to marry Shinao? Ah! For Shinao and all this! No doubt he's going to join his brother's army, too! I won't allow this, you hear me? I won't allow it! I don't think you have a say, but nice try, buddy. Uncle, don't be afraid of Yoritomo. All we have to do is strike back. We'll organize quickly and strike. A swift defeat should take the wind out of his sails. I love how gung-ho you are. Just how, like, just you think that's gonna work. But good for you. I'm not sure if it was Prince Mochihiro's decree or what, but this notion that the Heike can be destroyed, we've got to crush it quickly. Leave it to me. I'll just take down the rebels and we'll be done with it soon enough. Ha! Then I'd like to join you. It'd be the perfect opportunity to go wild. Bloodlusty bitch. Father, you don't mind if I go to fight with Noritsune, do you? Brother, don't forget about Yoshinaka Minamoto. He too raised an army in Kiso and is aiming for Kyoto. Ah, yes. Those Genji scum! I'll do what I should have done last time and kill the lot of them! Understood? Noritsune, you're on the Kiso forces. Go lead an army to defeat Yoshinaka. Yes, sir. I guess that means I'm on Yoritomo duty. Father, I, too, would like to join my brother, if that's all right. Like, eh? We're all like, whoa, 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 what's going on? Because that seems suspicious. I love how even to his family, Tomomori is sus as fuck right now. They're like, whoa! That's sus as fuck, yo. And we're all like, Tomomori's suspicious. Yeah, everybody thinks it. That's kind of fun. Brother, you want to fight? Just what are you planning? It's not like you to volunteer. Love it. You're right. I've been declining to fight for years now. I can't blame you for thinking I've got ulterior motives, and I do. But seeing Father's anger, I couldn't help but think, if we're going to eradicate the Genji clan, I should be there to help. Noritsune's over there, I ain't buying it. Shigehiro would be like, yeah, let's kill them all! Noritsune, not buying it. Not fucking falling for this bullshit. Got a girl in it. It works for me. Fighting alongside you would be fun. Plus our strength will be through the roof. See? Just totally excited about killing with his brother. What do you think, Father? Very well. I'll leave their destruction to the two of you. Tomomori, lead an army with Shigehiro to defeat that renegade Yoritomo and his army. It would be my great honor, Father. You got it. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. To go get my wedding dress ready. Tomomori's absolutely the bride in this scenario, right? Huh. What a surprise. I can't believe my brother really wants to go to war. Tomomori's always so aloof. Can't believe your father's anger really inspired him to action. See? What did I tell you? Shigehiro's like, yay! And Noritsune's like, not buying this bullshit. Sums up. Father? Tomomori's never been passionate about anything, let alone war. Noritsune's right. He's aloof. Desire, obsessive? Those are words I would have never used to describe my son, but... Desire and obsessive. That's actually kind of... You know, I like this. This is touching. He doesn't have any desire, no obsession, no fire. We instill that in him. I like that. Thank you. It should be disturbing when it's coming from somebody that's pretty much a psychopath, but you know what? I like it in this case. I'm here for it. But what? Didn't you see the look in Tomomori's eyes just now? I've never seen him look like that before. Those were the eyes of a predator. Can't explain it, but I know he'll be extremely effective on the battlefield. The eyes of a predator. That's not actually helping. Oh, like the desire, the obsession. I've never seen that. Oh, we inspire that. He's a predator. That ruined it a little. I mean, we know this about him still. Oh, I can't wait to see what he'll do. Snag me and have his way with... I don't think you... Never mind. I don't want you to see that. Because that's inappropriate. But also, I don't think you want to know. You hate this Genji scum, and Tomomori's over here like, yeah, but I want to marry it. Okay, my dad's gonna die soon. It'll be fine. Your dad will die long before. So, Yoritomo's army is heading this way. Shino, have you left Hiraizumi to join your brother's army? You said you intend to carve out your own destiny. In that case, you wouldn't want to miss this opportunity, would you? My anticipation of seeing you again is even greater than I expected it would be. Brother! What can I do for you, Shigehiro? It looks like Tsunemasa is going to be joining us. Arguing with him is a pain, so how about we just leave the decisions to him? Speaking of which, I was told to come get you for a military meeting. What are you doing out here? Once you start preparations, it can become difficult to think, you know? Just what have you got up your sleeve, brother? Father was right. You really are looking forward to this. Oh? Is that what he said? Yeah, he's in a great mood now. As for me, I'm just happy to be fighting alongside you again. How long has it been? Shigehiro, do you enjoy fighting? Of course! Living on that knife's edge between life and death. It's a sensation so sweet, it's enough to drive one mad. It's fucking insane. They're both insane, but like, Shigehiro is the violently insane one that like is gonna snap and just get really stab happy and slash happy, and Tomomori is like the one that's like gonna plot some sinister Saw level fucking maze shit. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh no, You kind of know what to expect from Shigehiro. He's all of a sudden get bloodlusty and like and go running after you with a knife, and you could probably shoot him and get it over with. You know what I mean? Like you could probably escape from his level of crazy. Like, it'd be a little bit easier than Tomomori, who's just sinister and just the plotting and then the level of fucking detail he's gonna go into your torture is just gonna, it's just not gonna be good, is all I'm saying. I mean, it's gonna be good because I'm here for it, but like in general, in reality, like no, nope, he's slightly scarier because of the plotting and the genius level evil. I'm just. And that moment you steal the life of another, when you watch as their futures scatter to the wind, it's exhilarating. I see. I'm not opposed to that sort of thinking on your part. Wow, so rare to be complimented by my brother. Oh, are you happy to be complimented by me? Ah, yes, Shigehira. How glad I am you reminded me of our dreams. Our dreams? You mean the game we played as kids? What are you two doing just standing around here at such an important moment? Sister! There is no way to say the word sister without it coming out sinister, so... After playing Taisho Ella, sister. It's just such a sinister word now. Like, well, and Shigehira voice doesn't help either, because in Shigehira himself... Good lord, anyway. Sister! Oh, I just came to get our brother, but I guess we got a bit distracted. Speaking of which, you used to play with us in our dreams too, remember? I don't know what the hell you're talking about! Besides, you don't really have time to be talking about such nonsense, do you? I don't think you quite grasp what will happen if we lose this battle! Listen, I won't allow anyone to defy our father and threaten my child's rightful place on the imperial throne! Yes, I got it. You don't have to come back here and rub it in so often. I kind of like that she's even more of a psycho bitch in this, because she's like a slight psycho bitch, but now she's just like really, we're even Shigehira and Tomomori are like, God, can we just stab her? Like, I'm the only one father can truly rely on! You two need to get your heads on straight! Sheesh, what's with her? She used to be much kinder. Yes, indeed. You already said you were going to help. Why did she have to come here and spoil the mood? Anyway, why are you really doing this? Why do you think? You're normally so hesitant to go to war, so maybe it has something to do with the fact that we're fighting the Genji. Ah, don't tell me this has something to do with Shinao. Not a bad guess. I do really love how this is almost exactly like with Noritsune being so adamant to fight us, and they're both over there like, you love Shinao, don't you, fucking Noritsune? Giving him that fucking SpongeBob. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? Face. And then this route, it's basically like Tomomori being obsessed with us, and they're both like, you're in love with Shinao, aren't you, Tomomori? Well, except for Shigehira's not smart enough to figure it out, but still. Underneath, there is like an intelligent person inside Shigehira. It's just drowning in all the blood, the bloodlust in the back of his mind. So, but they know. Ah, that's it, isn't it? You really are crazy, brother. If she's made up her mind, that means she's already on her way here. Oh, Chanel, you do not deserve a place of peace. I will bring you back here, and I will make you walk along the path to hell. How beautiful you'll be then. I mean, this is slightly disturbing. Let us return, Shigehira. We have to put down those pesky rebels as soon as possible. I absolutely love the fact that, like, he's obsessed with us and in love with us, basically. But instead of being like, Chapter 8, being like, God, yes, I want you to be my wife. He's like, I'm going to torture the fuck out of you and make your life a living hell, and then you'll be perfect. And you're like, what? God damn. He is like flaming hot trash. And I mean like flaming hot, and then also hot trash. Flaming hot trash. Like, holy shit. Like, good fucking lord. I enjoy this crazy son of a bitch. A few days later, Kanto. We drove our horses. Well, I mean, yes. for many days and finally entered the Kanto region from Oshu. What do you think, Shinao? Should we rest the horses? Stop attacking my headset. I know, I love you too, but stop. I suppose so. In that case, I know a good place a few miles down the road. Plenty of space for the horses to get a rest. Takatsuna, who had been leading us this far, called back lightly. All right, let's head there then. Finally. I've been starving for some time now. Been starving! I don't know, anyway. And those melons we ate at the last place were so delicious, cool and refreshing. Too bad we ate them all, huh? Please stop talking about food. Tadanobu, can you at least try to act your age? I heard Suganobu's voice, laced with exasperation, and I chuckled. Sir, someone is approaching from up ahead. Yeah, don't worry. That's Lord Yoritomo's messenger. My brother. Takatsuna galloped forward his horse and approached the messenger. We quickly followed suit. Lord Snow, I presume? That's correct, though I've since changed from my childhood name to Spacey Kuro Minamoto. Pardon me, I have a message from Lord Yoritomo. Kimura has learned of our plot and has sent out an army to attack us. Having learned of the impending Heike attack, I'm leading an army west to intercept it. I feel like he should be, more dramatic than this, but, look, I have to put enough dramatics in with all the rest of the characters. The eyeless soldiers don't get shit, you know? Except for what's-his-name and the other guy. the two actually named ones. One of whom died. I forget their names already, but you know. Well, I'd say we'll never forget them, but I kind of already did. But, whatevs, you know what I mean. Somewhere in the deep recesses of our mind we'll remember that guy and the other guy that actually had names. Look, it's been a month! So the Heike have decided to make their move. How far west has my brother marched? As far as Mishima, my lord. Could you stop attacking my headset? I love you, but, you're being a pain in my fucking ass, okay? Yeah, well, they're not that far ahead, then. What about the size of his army? Are other factions joining under Lord Yoritomo? Yoshizumi Miura, Horatsune Kazusa, and Tsunetane Chiba have all joined. I just read through those really fast, so if I fucked up the names, I'm sorry. I didn't really actually, just barely glanced. Anyway. We estimate our forces to be 30,000 strong. Yoshizume Miura, Horatsune Kazusa. Yeah, I think I did okay. 30,000? My brother's raised such a large force in such a short time. And what are the Heike's movements? The latest reports I've heard indicate the Heike have reached Tsuruga no Kuni. Tsuruga no Kuni, yeah. And the point where the two armies will meet is Tsuruga, is that right? Indeed, Lord Yoritomo seems to think the battle will occur near the Fuji River. We know what happens here. Depending on when you arrive, my lord, there's a chance you'll be asked to enter the battle immediately. We read this before? Yeah, basically, but no. Oh, cross swords with a Heike as soon as we arrive? This is most excellent news. Benkei. I'd say someone's gonna die, but, no one's died except for Shigehira on any of these routes, so, I think we're good. I clutched the reins of my horse as I listened to Benkei's spirited reply. The war with the Heike has finally begun. And speaking of which, who's the one leading the army on their side? Tsunemasa, though it appears Tomomori and Shigehira Taira are also there. Wherever they're Tomomori. There's so many Heike generals all in one place. And they say Tomomori's one of the Heike's greatest generals, but he hardly ever fights anymore. Isn't that right? Tomomori's coming out. That means the Heike are serious about defeating Lord Yoritomo. They're whipping Tomomori out. You're over there son of a bitch! It's fine. They're not actually worried about us. He was here for me. Actually, there is a part of that where she's over there fuck. But you've got it deep down inside, even though Tomomori is a psycho bastard, right? You're well, but he's never given a fuck about anything. He's so aloof, but now he's intense and passionate and obsessive. It's kind of sexy. And also, they whipped out, Tomomori is I'm coming out for this. For me, if it was just anybody else, he'd be I don't give a shit. But he came out for me. Aw, that's so romantic in like a psycho kind of way. But you know, that's his way of being romantic. And like in a normal sense, absolutely, you'd be like, no to any of this. But like in this round, I'm like, I'm here for all of your weird displays of romance, Tomomori, no matter how psychotic they are. Like, all the more reason we can't afford to lose. If we were like a little fucked in the head, we'd be like, oh, it's so romantic. Not to fight with me, just for me. I love it. Like, because it is. It's like the psychopath's version of romance, like here. All he's gonna do is whip out a cage next. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's... I wouldn't be surprised. Tomomori, looks like you and I will be fighting sooner than I thought. I hadn't seen Tomomori in my dreams since we left Hiraizumi. Why is he doing this? Just don't understand. Oh! Yes, I want to play with you more. This time, let's play my way. I mean, okay. Oh, you meant attacking me. That's... oh. Believable. His strikes are so strong. I feel I can... I feel can? Oh, I never realized that there was... unless it's just a typo on this flashback. But I don't remember it on the first one. Anyway. I feel I can understand you better when we cross swords. I took everything I had to escape Kyoto, even though I'd been trained hard since then. I can't say for sure that I'll be a match for Tomomori. Tomomori's goal isn't to kill me, it's to marry me. Just what is he planning to do here? It's so funny, you're like, I don't know if I can fight him. I mean, he's not trying to kill me, he's trying to marry me, as if that's worse. I guess in her mind, till she falls in love with him. I can't wait till he kidnaps us. He's got to do it, because I don't think we're going to be able to fall in love with Tomomori just in these off-battle things. You know what I mean? Absence is not going to make the heart grow fonder in this sense. Actually, okay, so we want to talk about Tomomori's weird romance tactics, right? He did send us a coral hairpin. Sure, he had to start some, like, skirmishes and people died, but, like, I'm just saying. That's, like, super saccharinely sweet for a psychopath. That was some fun alliteration. Anyway. Are you okay? You look a little pale. No, I'm fine. I was just thinking about the battle ahead. If you say so. Just let me know if you need anything. Right. Thanks, Shungen. At Shungen's words, my nervous heart began to calm down a little. I've got to toughen up. I can't let Tomomori get to me. I want him to get to me, though. No matter how scary things get, I won't run away. This is what I've been training for. I loosened my nervous grip on the horse's reins. The time I spent training in Hiraizumi wasn't in vain. It's time to show Tomomori what I'm capable of. Thank you for relaying my brother's message. Please inform them that we'll be on our way shortly. Yes, sir! After bowing, the messenger mounted his horse and rode off the way he came. Looks like we'll have to hold off on that break. We better hurry. I want to catch up with my brother before the battle begins. With a light kick to the horse's side, we began to gallop down the path. A cloud of dust soared behind us as we rode. It's not good to make poor Tadanobu starve. The himbo needs food. Okay? He already can't think straight. I mean, slightly because he thinks we're cute, so that's a little gay. But, you know, we're a girl, but, you know, he's already thinking a little wonky, you know what But, I mean, you know, he's not the brightest crayon, and, like, the poor little brain cells that he has need fuel. Otherwise, he's really not going to be able to function. It looks like we managed to make it before the start of the battle. So that camp on the other side of the river is the Heike. I have a feeling this is not skippable. And yet... Yoritomo's army is quite large. Perhaps even as large or larger than the Heike side. I kind of feel like if this is going to be kind of the same, we should be able to skip a lot of it. But yeah, we can't. We all probably shared that same thought, judging from their shocked faces back at camp. It's true. There weren't nearly as many when I left for Hiraizumi. I'd say Takatsuna looks shocked, but his eyes are always that goddamn saucer large, so... Is that so? Yeah, Lord Yoritomo's been in... Chikyo? In his estate until recently. In the beginning, there were really only a few of us. Do we know what Chikyo? Confinement to one's home. House arrest. House arrest in his estate. But not really, he was walking on the beach. Is that part of his estate? As the messenger said, more and more people must be joining up with Lord Yoritomo after all. And considering that's how much pent-up frustration there is with the Heike, no wonder his army's grown so much. On point. Yeah, but still, these numbers are truly impressive. Well, these people around, it's not going to be easy to get an audience with Lord Yoritomo. What? No, it'll be fine. You're with me after all. And this is where Kagatoki. He's like, oh, you. Hey, you there! What are you doing here? This is the camp of Lord Yoritomo Minamoto. You're a suspicious bunch, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you were spies sent by the Heike! Whoa, 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 whoa. Only in Tomamori's dreams. Spies? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm an aide of Lord Yoritomo's. An aide? I've never seen a little boy like you serving Lord Yoritomo. I feel like we should be able to skip this because it's 100% exactly the scene we've read 6 times before. Like, this is, like, as you're reading it, you're like, no, I've read this. Like, word for word, we've read this. Looks like he's new. Hey, are you seriously not gonna let us through? And just say the name Sasaki Takatsuna to your boss. He'll know who I am, and I'm gonna weigh in orders from Lord Yoritomo. Look here, this is Spacey Kuro Minamoto, Lord Yoritomo's brother. I brought him all the way from here in Izumi. What he says is true. That's exactly what a spy would say. Touché. like if we're spies and Takatsuna's like, no, I totally work for Yoritomo. This is his brother. I'm not going to be like, actually, that's bullshit. Yeah, no, totally true. Oh, okay. I mean, come on. Come on. My name is Spacey Kuro Minamoto. Please send word to my brother, Lord Yoritomo. Oh, this is Kagatoki. Spacey Kuro Minamoto, hey? From within the camp emerged a stern-looking general. The background's sometimes different. Sometimes it's the camp on the background, and sometimes it's this. But we've read this before, and that drives me crazy. I want to be able to skip. Sir Kagatoki, just in time. Please let us in. Are you the one causing all this racket, Takatsuna? As soon as they heard Sir Kagatoki speak, the soldiers on guard went red with embarrassment and cleared the way. Sorry about that, but thanks for your help. I didn't say fucking help, and he walks in and leaves us outside. Don't let them in. I hate this kid. Kagatoki hates everybody. No, this is Sir Kajiwara Kagatoki. He's a member of Lord Yoritomo's inner circle, just like me. My name's Spacey Kuro Minamoto. When I heard that my brother was going to raise an army, I rushed here to aid him. I hurriedly bowed my head, but he only leered at me without saying a word. Lord Yoritomo's brother's name is Shinao, or so I've heard. Which, again, this is why the Genpuku ceremony is a little fucked up. Like, yeah, I went through this ceremony where I changed my name. Did you want my paperwork? Oh, I don't have any. You know what I mean? Yes. Before heading this way, I underwent the Genpuku ceremony and... I've not heard of you. What do you think, Takatsuna? Well, he had his Genpuku before he came here and became Lord Spacey, and I'm pretty sure he's Lord Yoritomo's brother. I mean, it's true, it's not like you have ID. Or our brothers never met us to be like, oh yeah, no, that's my brother. He's like, I don't know, I've never met this fucker. That's why he doesn't know we're not his brother and Shungen is. You know what I'm saying? He never fucking met me, he doesn't know. I could be any random girl dressed up as a dude pretending to be his brother. Which is basically what we are. That's why that's funny. Anyway. I see. So you're the one who grew up in the mountains of Kurama and then fled to Oshu with your tail between your legs? Just a coward who's been living off the Genji name trying to get in now while the getting's good. Something like that. You know what? You keep talking like this, sir, and I'm gonna fucking defect and go over to the Heike side and marry Tomamori. And then I'll kick your old man ass. Wait. Then I'll kick your ass, old man. That was... really bad. What? I stared back at Sir Kagatoki, dumbfounded by his harsh words. Have I done something to get a bad reputation here already? It's more like, have I done something to offend this bitch? We're busy planning a war. Those who aren't prepared to fight are only a hindrance. Excuse me, but just what the hell is this? You really expect us to just overlook that? Yeah, and then Benkei gets involved. We've read this before! Game, why won't you let me skip this? This should be a common, section. Then we're going to meet our brother, and we're going to have us bowing down, him leering over us type of a thing. We've seen that CG a million times, too. I'm just saying. He's not hot as shit, but, still.
And that's why we've come here to fight. And besides, you're the one who sent your messenger to find us.
You can't talk to our lord like that. Everyone, please, calm down. Oh, Benkei's getting... Oh, wait, I don't care. I don't remember if he did that in all of them, but... Benkei's right. Everyone, I'm fine. Really. If you say so. I do like that our himbos were all going to kick his ass. You gotta keep a tighter leash on those dogs of yours. Hey! You don't talk about my man harem like that. You have my humblest of apologies. Please forgive me. This is where I slap him in the face with a glove. We're gonna duel with pistols at noon! Stole that from the British. Wrong game. Wrong continent. Wrong era. Whatever, doesn't matter. You're right to be suspicious of my sudden arrival, but we're ready for battle. Please send word to my brother. Well, that's good. In that case, I'll leave you to it. He just wanted to spit in our faces and then walk away. Sir Kagetoki snorted and strode his way into the camp. And just what the hell was that? Where does he get off talking to Shauna like that? Seriously? Came all the way from Oshu, so what's with the attitude? Sorry, guys. Please excuse Sir Kagetoki. He's Lord Yoritomo's chief confidant, and I'm sure he just got a lot on his mind. Plus, he's a little old and cranky. You know, he's probably all of 30. I mean, seriously.
I see. If you think about it that way, a healthy dose of skepticism is understandable. But still, he should have been more polite.
Don't get so worked up, everyone. Benkei, the voice of reason over here, which is funny.
Benkei, aren't you angry? How can you be so calm?
Yeah, I expect Shungen to be the voice of reason here, not Benkei, you know what I mean? Of course I'm angry! Just like you, I heard what he had to say about our lord. But seeing as we just arrived, we're not exactly in a position to stand up to him right now, are we? Although Benkei was a monk, so it does make sense. He learned some patience. Fighting with Sir Kagetoki, Lord Yoritomo's confidant, will only make matters worse for us. I suppose you're right. But still... He's right. It was naive of me to think they'd trust me right away. We just have to be patient. I'm sure we'll gain Sir Kagetoki's trust once he sees our prowess on the battlefield. Sorry if I'm making you all feel bad, but... You have nothing to apologize for. We're the ones who weren't thinking things through.
Indeed. As vassals, the way we behave reflects on our lord.
Yeah, sorry about that, my lord. You can apologize to me later. God damn. No problem. I know that you were all only thinking of me. Let's just be careful from now on. Come here and let me pet you, sexy himbo. Then all will be right. Right! Anyway. So that's Sir Kagetoki. He must be very powerful if he has the trust of my brother. Whatever the case, as an official member of the Genji clan, I need to get my act together quickly. Even though this is my first battle, I can't afford to be cautious. I've got to show what I can do. After that, I was led to the camp and had an audience with my brother without a moment to rest. Excuse me, and again, this is going to all be the same and we can't skip it. That kind of bothers me. Because, it's not, we're not really changing. We're doing the exact same thing. We're having the exact same intro conversation. So I do kind of, I keep pushing, can I skip this? And you can't. I get it because we're, knee-deep in Tomomori's route. But even then, we were still, we'd pop out to a common section and then come back. But, this is just something we've done enough times where I feel like we could have been able to skip it, you know? I feel like it would have been nicer if they had the flow where, okay, this is basically common route, so we're gonna, pop you over here, and then, no, stop asking me about updates. You've asked me, 3 times already in the last, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? But I could pop you out to this common section where you could skip it all, and then if there's a line or two difference, it just stops, does the line or two, and then pops back. And you know what I mean? Just because, after you get this far in, you're I've seen all these battles. The same thing. I get the plot. That's great. I'm not here for the plot anymore. I'm here to romance Tomomori. You know what I mean? I'm here for that plot. We were ushered into the meeting. The generals were all lined up in a row, and then my eyes met with the man sitting above me. Oh, our beautiful, precious not brother. This must be Yoritomo Minamoto, my brother. Oh god, I have to do this voice again, I forgot.
So, hey, you're Spacey.
A low, dignified voice, not at all, struck my ears. I hurriedly sat down in front of my brother and bowed my head low. And we're gonna get the CG soon. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Spacey Kuro Minamoto. I heard from Lord Takatsuna that you've raised an army. I've come with my vassals from Oshu. I've longed to meet you, brother. And now, meeting you here today, it feels like a dream come true. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Save that fucking romance gushiness for Tomomori, alright? Who might actually be your brother. Your real one. Brother? There we go. There's his angry freaking CG. He's so mad looking. Like, you're like, he's so mad. Beautiful, but mad. I looked up to see him before me. He merely glared down at me with a cold, harsh gaze. Honestly, like, we've had better CGs. This is my favorite of him. You know what I mean? Oh, we know which one's my favorite. Goddamn sad, sobby little look as he's clinging to us in the dark. I love that one, but, you know. I didn't feel any warmth or joy coming from him. No hint that he was at all happy to finally meet me after all these years. I can't read. Brother just looked at me with emotionless eyes, judging me, calculating my worth to him, which is okay because, you know, we already got his beautiful emotions in his route, you know, and we're gonna leave him and go date our actual brother or cousin. Something. I don't know. A cold gaze. He doesn't care about seeing me at all. Tomomori does. Again, he might be a real brother. Half brother, step cousin, step cousin's next door neighbor. My heart, which had been soaring with joy, fell into despair in a flash.
Why have you come here?
What?
Was it just to see my face? Or to join my ranks and fight?
Both? Not knowing what he meant, I was puzzled. Do you suspect, brother, that I'm not ready to fight? Just as Sir Kagetoki suspected? In that case, I'd better choose my words carefully. Fight, of course. But, I mean, seeing you's nice, too. As a member of the Genji, I'm prepared to fight with all my might for my brother, and to save the suffering people. To fight my brother. Oh, for my brother? Oh. Huh. Ready for battle. Please allow me to join your ranks. I bowed my head. My brother looked at me for a while and then finally spoke.
Good. Well, then I'll allow you to enter. I'll do your best for the sake of the Genji.
Thank you. I promise to be of great use to you in the days to come. And again, that sentence, when in his route, is wildly inappropriate. But we love it. Although, you should be of great use to me as a member of my man harem, I'm just saying. Even though he allowed me to join his ranks, I didn't feel any change or warmth in his demeanor. Perhaps he doesn't trust me because he's never met me before. I felt a sharp pain in my chest. Brother. I shot him a longing glance, but he wasn't even looking at me anymore. Conversation was over. I love how she's like pining over, but brother, I want you to love me. Why don't you love me? And then meanwhile, Tomomori might actually be somehow related to you, you know? And he's definitely pining for you. So like, I'm just saying, girl, just like appreciate the fact that Tomomori's like desperate to get your attention. This is how Tomomori feels. Why won't you look at me? And we're basically Yoritomo in that situation. Like, do you understand how fucking Tomomori feels now, girl? God.
Let's begin the strategy meeting.
With the generals gathered, a strategy for tomorrow's battle was formulated. I can't afford to be seen as a burden on everyone here. I have to find a way to be useful. We know what that's going to be.
Any movement on the Heike side?
It's been a few days since they set up camp on the opposite side of us. No movement yet, but we have Seiko patrolling the camp. we ever know who that? Exploring the situation and training the elements to be described as soldiers that do so. Oh, okay. I just kind of mumbled that to myself. Whatever, sorry. Just across the river, there's an advance line manned by Vice General Tomomori and Shigehira. It's reported that the rear camp near the sea is led by General Tsunemasa.
With Kiyomori's sons as vice generals, not his nephew as general. That means the enemy's putting a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, see, this is at least a little different, you know what I mean? Indeed. Above all, Tomomori is renowned for his wisdom and craftiness. And psychotic evilness! And Shigehira is bloodlusty and stabby. That's why I believe it'd be better for us to make the first move. Again.
Indeed.
Tomomori's just across the river? He's right under our noses. Oh yeah, he's over there like, yeah, you beat me. You never know what a guy like him will try. I have to stay on my toes. Come to think of it, Lord Spacey, what experience do you have in war? Fucking none? Excuse me, Sir Kagetoki, when was the last war? I don't know, about X amount of years ago. Yeah, I wasn't even born, thanks, dumbass. What the fuck experience do you think I have? What a douchey question. Have we pointed out what a douchey is? I think so. But I mean, like, because he asks this question every single time, but he's like, what experience do you have? You know goddamn full fucking well I have no goddamn fucking experience in war, you goddamn old son of a bitch. A lot of goddamns in there, just to get my point across. Like, seriously? What is wrong with you? You know full well the fucking answer. My ears perked up suddenly when I heard Sir Kagetoki bring up my name. Sir, this will be my first battle. I've been trained with a sword, but I've never battled in war, huh? When was, again, the last war was before I was born? I see. Then might I suggest you take this opportunity to gain some experience? I mean, that's like such a douchey thing to say to anyone. Like, you're going into war. Oh, yeah. What? You don't have any experience in war, do you, newbie? I mean, obviously not. I was drafted last week, asshole. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I see. What exactly did you have in mind? What do you think, my lord? Why not give your brother a place of honor on the battlefield? Dick. Every time. We know what's happening, but every time.
An excellent idea. For this battle, we'll use a surprise attack to outsmart the enemy by deploying one small unit to flank and distract them. Spacey, you'll lead that unit.
Such an important role? For me? They heard me when I said this was my first battle, right? Yeah, but they're men. They're idiots.
This is an important role that'll help determine the outcome of the battle. It'll also be the most dangerous. Can you do it?
My brother stared at me with his cold, piercing gaze. A surprise attack? Do they really think we could take him by surprise? This would be my first time seeing Tomomori on a battlefield, and I wasn't confident we'd be able to catch him off guard. Okay, so this is like the same plot, but see, some of the lines like here are different because we're talking specifically about Tomomori. So it would make sense that it stopped, you know, when we came out to this point, and then, oh, Tomomori's over there, when, like... But, like, the whole first meeting our brother, exactly the same. First coming to camp, exactly the same, you know? With all due respect, sir, I don't think a surprise attack will be an effective strategy here. What? As you said, the other side's led by Tomomori. I think you'll be able to see a surprise attack coming a mile away. I.e., therefore, it would not be a surprise attack. I've crossed swords with him before, and he's not to be taken lightly. I think a more cautious approach might... Huh! Sounds to me like Lord Spacey's just weak in the knees. I mean, have you seen Tomomori? Of course I'm weak in the knees! Now I'm just thinking of the, like, fucking SWV? Like, song from, like, back in the fucking 90s. Like, I get so weak in the knee. If you know it, you know it! I'm singing that in my head. I don't know all the words, but I can, like, hear some of the melody. When it's basically, I get so weak in the knees. I think it's like I can hardly speak. Like, but, like, basically now, that's all I'm thinking in my head. Like, of course I'm weak in the fucking knees. Again, have you seen Tomomori? The man's goddamn gorgeous, and he sounds like Jun Fukuyama. Of course I'm fucking weak for that shit. God, Kagetoki, you're an idiot! but... I was willing to let you lead this attack, but if you don't want to do that to help your brother, well... I'm trying to help my brother by not killing him! Oh, wait, wrong one. We don't know that yet. Suppose I'll take the lead and show you how it's done. I hope you get your ass handed to you by Tomomori. It's too dangerous, Sir Kagetoki. I'm sure Tomomori's taken measures to prevent a surprise attack. Then what do you propose we do, Lord Spacey? Just sit around and wait for them to attack us? Yeah, actually. Because then they'll sit around waiting for us to attack them, and then we'll all just sit here until it's a stalemate. My lord, please allow me to lead this... Oh, my lord, please allow me to lead the surprise attack. My brother's gaze pierced through me. There was no emotion in it, only a calculating coldness glaring down at me. I do kind of like that in this one we lose our brother's faith in a way. Like right here, we're like, I don't think you should do that. Tomomori's smarter than that. Maybe we'll get it back. But like right now, he's like, you, lame brother. And Kagetoki, like, you know what I mean? Like before, we're like, all right, I'm going to prove myself. And then we do, and then our brother's on our side, and even Kagetoki is like, well, I mean, like, whatever. Still grumbling over in the corner because he's old and crotchety. You know, that's what we do when we're old. We just grumble in the corner a lot. Me, I know, facts. But like, here we're like, no, I don't think we should do that. And they're both like, sort of wary of us now, I feel like. I feel like we're sort of like pushing them away. I'll leave this to Kagetoki. I'll lead the surprise attack on the Heike. He's disappointed in us. Yes, sir. You know who's not disappointed in us ever? Tomomori. Yet. Please wait! My voice echoed hollowly. I tried to turn the conversation back around, but my continued pleas never reached my brother. You know what would be really funny if Kagetoki actually died here? Like, oh shit! We said nobody ever dies except for Shigehira. I wouldn't be sad about it, I'm not gonna lie. A surprise attack? Yes, Sir Kagetoki's gonna lead a platoon to outflank the Heike. But I just can't help but feel Tomomori knows they're coming.
So you think Sir Kagetoki's plan will fail?
I can't be sure, but I think we'd better have some sort of contingency plan. Even as I said this, the ominous feeling in my gut grew worse. So I was thinking, I'd like to do what we can with our little group. That way, if Sir Kagetoki's attack fails, we could aid him. But Sir Kagetoki's the one who didn't listen to you and cut you off in the first place. Do we really need to help him? I'm with Shungen on this. Like, she's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be noble and nice. Also, we need to get more Tomomori time. So, but, I agree. Even if we do help him, he'd probably be like, I never asked for your help. Again, I'm with these two. But if the surprise attack fails and Sir Kagetoki fails, it's possible the entire army will collapse. As long as our friends don't die, like, whatevs. We're gonna go run off with Tomomori, right? Our first priority is defeating the Heike. Just hear me out, okay? My lord. That was a really bad Benkei voice, but whatever. I guess you're right, and nothing good can come from losing the war. I'm sorry, I was being too stubborn. You're right, let's help Sir Kagetoki here. Thanks, Shungen.
So, what exactly were you thinking?
It was decided that Sir Kagetoki would make his surprise attack across the river early in the morning before dawn. And then I think we should go ahead of them tonight and hide out behind the Heike camp. I see! So when Sir Kagetoki attacks, we'll be rushing to his aid at the same time from a different angle. In that case, we better look for a way behind the Heike camp. Let's head out as soon as possible. Right. I'm counting on you, everyone. But if Tomomori's gonna be prepared for a surprise attack, wouldn't he be prepared for the surprise in advance of the surprise attack? He'd be like, they're gonna surprise attack us. Oh, but there's also people behind that's gonna surprise the people who are surprise attacking us by aiding them. I'm just saying, like, I think that's a little odd. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here, and yeah, we'll continue and see what happens, and maybe get some more Tomomori time next time. So, yeah. See you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.